It's more fun, and it's like a challenge to your skills rather than just pure balls and just throwing balls out.
And
even racing is just. I mean, if you have driven in the Chennai racetrack, you'll know how scary it is. And,
I haven't driven here yet, but Rakesh suggested we should go for a karting at least for once, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm up for it.
Karting, but I mean the actual racetrack, it's just one of the craziest. It's like one of those old British kind of racetrack where it's just like no runoff, it's all grass, so you gotta like just be really brave to just put in a good lap. So
late braking and all, you gotta be careful about that, because otherwise runoff is what it's like you get to the grass and then there are tires, that's it,
and then you're just rallying there. Happens quite a bit.
So have you gone off track?
Yeah, I mean, plenty
of times. Have you crashed it yet?
I mean, any racing driver crashes his car. You're always finding your limit, and you do push it. At the point, and it does exceed a bit, and it happens. But then you jump back in, and then you understand what you did, and
Okay, so you've never been in a massive accident kind of a thing.
Any racing driver, on the racetrack, every racing driver has.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
I mean, sometimes it was my fault. Sometimes it's like the people around. One time I took some grass and the car just spun out of control, and it had rained in Chennai the day before. And, like I didn't realize. I was like let me just try this, and took some grass, lost traction, and like it was just like it was at like 160 something like that, and it was at the exit of the corner. Just took some grass, ate the grass, came back on tarmac, got the grip, went straight to the fence.
Oh,
but nothing happened. I mean, it happens in racing, pretty often. And then after that, the guys fixed the car. I put my quali. I quali like 11 something like that. Despite missing all the practice, so I was like pretty good.
That's been nice.
And then and I had a really good race. Because of my problems with the car and stuff. After the crash and stuff, I started last, and then I had to like make up 10 places. I put on a good show for the guys, who came to see me, and it was just
that was good.
It's all part of racing,
What position did you end up in that race?
I think 10, from 18 to 10.
Oh, that's a good climb.
Yeah.
eight people up. That's a good climb.
Yeah, I mean, there's been better also, in for example in Delhi, we have a car which has a race ABS, so you know how the ABS works, right? So for us, we have the bike point a little late, and it's very different compared to the road car, and the ABS failed. So how the car is designed is to stop with the ABS. That's how the chassis and the roll bars, everything is designed, and it just failed, and had to do the whole race without the ABS.
Yeah.
We came back into the pits. It was one whole crazy race. If you had read about it on the papers or the media. You should watch all those stuff, and the VW episodes, and and then it's like if you finish in a position, that's where you start for the next race, because we have 2 or 3 races in a weekend. So, and because of that issue, I had to start just before last. One of my friend hadn't crashed, and he didn't finish the race, so he started behind me, and I was here. And he's a really good guy, and he was the junior champion last year, and we were both really close, and we were like, all right, dude, we're starting in the back, there are slow people in the front, let's just be a team and just take one by one and just try to finish as higher up as possible. And we did that, and then I overtook him after a while, because he was trying to overtake another girl ahead, and he couldn't, and then I just overtook both of them in 2 corners.
Outside line or inside line?
Yeah, a bit of both.
A bit of both.
It's like a left-hander. I was on the inside, and then to the right-hander. Next, it's a right-hander, so I had to go on the outside and then pass, and then that's the inside for the next corner.
That's smart. That's how you. If you know the track by heart, you just know when to hit that.
I mean, it's just there's so many variables to make a pass, and it all happens in the second, and and in that race I started I think 17, something like that, finished P6 or P7, something like that.
Usually what happens in those races, your instincts take over. Your thinking is just it goes along with instincts.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's like you're processing so many things, and you're just trying to be very smart. Every time you go off the line, you're losing time, so you gotta just make sure you stay on the line and be very wise in your moves, and No, once you just find your groove, you're good to go.
You're good to go, and
Yeah.
then you bully the guy in front of you by going left, right, left,
it's
right.
all about mind games, you know.
Oh, it's all about mind games.
It's
It
crazy.
definitely is. When I go for go karting in Dubai, I go regularly.
Okay.
Not too regular as I would like to, but I used to go regularly.
Okay.
And every time on the track, it's all about mind games with other
Yeah,
people
yeah.
because you don't know any of them and you don't even know how they drive.
True.
So at the beginning itself, you know, you're just like fully focused on your vehicle. And I always have this, like when I go into the track and just say, I don't know if I'm coming out alive, but I'm gonna do this damn thing and I'm gonna get my timing on the top 5 or top 10 of the month. You know, that's always my focus when I'm on the track.
Okay.
I have got it on top 10 most of the times. I'll get it on top 10.
Okay.
So when you're on the track, it's just like super intense mind game, and you don't even realize that till you're actually back on the pit. You stop, you get out. And you're like, was I really trying to pull that shit over there? Really? Because I remember there was a sharp left when you're coming from a straight curve, you know, it's like a huge big curve.
Okay.
And your foot is down and you know you're on the inside line and you just drift to the outside line and you want to cut in.
Okay.
And everyone brakes hard over there.
Okay.
I just remember once I had to bypass 2 people because my friend was ahead of me and I wanted to like take his case.
Okay.
You know, just for messing around in the track.
Okay.
I did not brake on that turn.
Okay.
And I just put my body weight on the left and I
Okay.
just turned the car around and I bypassed it too. And I was just thinking that was risky.
Okay.
I could have just went smashed into the tires because a couple of people do smash into the tires in that place when they don't brake.
Okay.
During the briefing sessions, they were like, you have to brake there because if
Okay.
you don't and if you lose control, you will go crash over there into the tires. Mental. Racing
crazy,
is
yeah.
mental, dude.
I mean, if you like, you know, come to one of our races, you'll know, you know, after that crazy race in Chennai, you know, after the crash and after all that happened, I was literally shaking after making so many passes, you know, because it was just crazy, so intense, you know. Our heart rates are always above 150, 130 would be like, yeah, that's crazy, and the heat as well, you know.
Yeah.